oh. Make we no bring divide, oh. We want for sleep with Colado.
Body left for the feds.
Na peace we want, oh. Make we no bring divide, oh. We want for sleep with Colado.
Body left for the feds.
Welcome to everyone on my channel. Oh, my name is Sierra Leone. Let me just read this one for you, please. This one is posted by Amadou Lamanaba, a journalist. We know. He said, meanwhile, here we go again with the new pumping price for petrol products. 22,000 Leon old money, 22 Leon new money for liter. So now a different price. They don't add the petrol, because if they say 22,000 Leon, meaning na 22 Leon again. So they say 22 Leon na 22,000 Leon. It's just an 1,000 already. So that they say we they call that. But I don't post that for you, make you see. Tell me what you think. They don't post that the petrol, the diesel, kerosene, fuel, oil, or everything. You see them at the screen. Tell me what you think about this price. So these people they just be the weights. Just be the weights. We don't change the money. Anyway, thank you for watching.
Waiting on the team, oh let we enjoy and forget the time. We are power, we should not put up. Una do, na Sierra Leone, na Kusha, na Africa.
Wow. Listen this one again. This one they come up from we commissioner. What do they call? Ben Kaifala. Put Ben Kaifala. Ben Kaifala. List, you know, wait till we commissioner they say. ACC or ACC boss. Na commissioner or ACC boss. ACC boss. Man read for you. No, man not read that for you. Man explain to you because I can't play the video for you. But may listen for yourself. He say, where they ask them, where Khadija ask them? He say, well, how you see Mother Bio in government, how they fight against corruption. Now he say for him, Mother Bio they fight the corruption. Let me say, if you go grade Mother Bio, he say you go give him 8.5. Oh my God, 8.5. But can't listen for yourself. Where they talk, where they interrogate them, they ask them. So how you think say people them, because so many people they talk bad thing about ACC they cherry pick. You understand what I mean by cherry pick? So there's some certain case then they way they call some certain case then they need watch them. Some certain case they favor, some certain case they favor. Can you hear waiting? Can you hear waiting the ACC boss talk? You know. If you say the woman asks her, Khadija asks him, he say, well, what about this first lady investigation? This, that, I wanna be, because people don't be understand, they just see no more way they call. He say, he says, how people that want me judge the case, some people that go to the corner, they feel say they can't for judge case, or say for judge case. He says, so they take the thing from the time of Pakaba, say the first lady. But more we come to reality, you know, I know for say yes, this money be the transfer at this particular side. Let me see, even the term of Kaba. But how come people know? They don't be ever know. Now they don't know because we first lady explanation the too much the media, you know the media. But now better, thank God. But like today, hey, but come up with bad. 24/7 they're gonna stop what Twitter they what they call media pass with us. But now praise God. They ask Ben Kaifala. Now I don't want to go for just listen. Pay attention to what Ben Kaifala they can talk. Thank you.
If he asks me for put President Bio on a marker on the fight against corruption, I will give him 8.5.
You say serious improvement since we President Bio don't be president. Now, let we look at this serious improvement we talk about. Another school of thought feels say the kind of corruption cases them where don't they come up, the kind of corruption revelation them through the audit report where don't they come out under President Bio in regime. Now one where many people believe say it ever happen. For example, audit reports don't reveal say yes, corruption they happen na the presidency, issues of double dipping, issues of receipt forgery and all them things they are so. For a president we say it gets zero tolerance for corruption.
Yes, but I mean, corruption allegations and one thing. Waiting somebody do about another. President Bio don't empower the institution responsible for fight corruption for do their job. It also allow, probably why we they get issues them, when you be area about issues coming about auditing the presidency in Sierra Leone at all. It not be the day. And not to foresee auditor, that the same auditor general be the day. But you be ever a report about auditing presidency when President Nkrumah be there in power, or other presidents than before him when Chiankaba be there in power. Now, because President Bio believe in the fight against corruption, he allow auditors department for come inside self office for investigate. Me self within an ACC. A number of times there were issues that don't come up around the presidency. I don't send team, then go meet with the secretary to president who request for files, document, then they give me. Okay, basically what I'm trying to say is there's a difference between corruption issues that come up. Corruption issues will always come up. People them always go do things and we require a question. Now waiting the pausing allow for be done about it. On that issue the way they ask, when it come up, when I get meeting with the president, they tell me say, Ben, Mrs. F no know how this thing happened. I traveled, went through my medical, people and they were responsible for them things they had, they pay for them. I come back to Sierra Leone only for your recent issues and they around them thing and they. So Mrs. F want let you look into them and give me an answer as to what thing that happened. So a president who says that, to me, as far as me see him, is really a man who is committed to what he says. And we can tell you this, and I tell you this from a point of view, and this is purely from a personal perspective.
Okay.
When it comes to the issues, then the president is not at all protecting anybody. But you not go expecting that the president go give receipt for the hotel who say sleep. Do you expect that? But he himself wants to understand what is happening, and the auditors that they pick him up. We see no more. We go tell one another that we capacity that the ACC not go able to take care of all audit issues at once. Now, could they put out a serialized report all the time on what they do? But clearly, that issue they will happen in the presidency is one of the issues which we are looking into, and we will come out with our findings the moment we.
Mr. Commissioner, earlier I asked you about the fight against corruption, especially where it come at the office of the president. And let's take you back to last year, December, where the audit report's been just come on. You've been saying all the one them where they name the inside this audit report. The ACC they try for conduct an investigation, and we are going to invite some of them people there. So for come na the ACC, some might spend Christmas na detention.
Correct.
That not be exact words them.
Correct.
Based on their investigations they are so we don't do. When exactly the public go hear from the ACC about the outcome of all the investigations here?
No, but the public they already hear. Would they put out press releases on the outcome of all audit recommendations? So, for example, when the 2019 COVID-19 audit report being come out in 2020, okay, we do what you would go, we put out press releases detailing what you would don't do, what you would don't recover for their laptop them. We recover 254 million. We make sure so the people that will be there in charge that dismiss them from the office will be there. We also return the laptop them to the NACOVAC for continue for do their work. The same thing about the generator. The same thing about their high-end gadgets them when they buy in the ministry. So, and inside the general audit report, like the 2019 and 2020 audit report, the same thing they happen. If you go on our website now, you go see series of press releases. In fact, the only press release that they pull, we get about 4 to 5 pages every time. Because we get different, we take Ministry of Agriculture, we take Ministry of Health, we will take EDSA, we will take Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Finance. We list down what they don't do, what are they supposed to pay. Waiting number I can tell you now that most of audit issues then we treat them under what we call civil recovery. Civil recovery different from criminal recovery. Civil recovery in a way like how mayor will try for talks to let mayor pay back okay, because we agree with the audit report in recommendation say wetin mayor do wrong, let it pay back. So now under the civil recovery process, we dey go back to them people and they say una pay back. So if una dey say anti-corruption don return several billion to government, or anti-corruption don recover 100 billions for government, it is from those civil processes where the anti-corruption also get power for do. So basically wetin I dey try for say, for just conclude, Khadija, we are doing a lot about those issues, and of course we dey inform the public the moment we progressively done with the files. Even yesterday, we conclude 3 audit files that were already give recommendations them for notify the parties about them and for take them forward.
Earlier, I be ask you how much the people where you defect for end corruption appreciate your work. And I believe say you now one person we're very active na social media through you tweet them, your Facebook page, and you don't they see certain people them where don't they come out when a salon people they where them feel say they your way for vent out, let them get your attention na the social media. And when you watch at that trend, it clearly shows say most people not too satisfied with the way how you as ACC commissioner they go on with the fight against corruption. Many people believe say in the fight against corruption you get certain people them we the favor.
Unfortunately, I go disagree with you.
Okay.
I think say most people, in fact the majority of people, actually appreciate the work what they do. If you go on the news feed, on the things that were they post, on the fight against corruption, on the progress and the successes, you will see say there are far more people who believe, people then they will understand say fighting corruption is difficult. But one thing they all agree with is that the effort that is being made is visible, is clear. The successes that are being recorded are there. They may have concerns over 1 or 2 issues. They may have disagreements over 1 or 2 issues, but they communicate which is fair, which is fine. But I disagree, say most people believe, say, with the fight against corruption, the only thing where they happen is, then get, of course, a small set of people where sometimes they get the power of the media at their fingertips, where they go just sit down and write something. Sometimes you not get facts, you not get data, you not get information. Then sometimes it's just based on their emotion. They put them out there, and or sometimes they will go vent waiting they feel, bereft of facts and information. And sometimes then people that they can feel saying that they're not the country of Sierra Leone. No, me, I don't go all over the country, from every village, town, and city. Sit down and speak with the people on the fight against corruption and the progress in the fight against corruption. I get one of the largest following on social media on all platforms compared to every other person, including the very people that they talk about. So they do not determine the impulse of Sierra Leone. The people of Sierra Leone, they want them. We understand. We're logical. We understand the constraints and difficulties of the fight against corruption. Might say yes, we want Ben and the team at ACC for do more, but more generally than believe say we are doing very well, and the evidence those people that waiting on social media where they go and vent anything they cannot argue against evidence. If the evidence is showing that progress is being made, success is being registered, who side now then they get their own data? Who side they get their own information? The fight against corruption is measurable. And anything we measurable, doable. If, for example, a full barometer for can confirm say that corruption prevalence will be this salon in 2017, when I be 70%, don't increase to 90%, trust me, I for don't agree say yes, something is wrong. But if they don't come and measure say corruption don't reduce from 70% to 40%, Khadija, why have I go listen to one person on social media against the clear evidence we did? And then they will get for deal with. A society has to be built on the foundations of truth. And the truth is that progress is being made in the fight against corruption. And everybody, everywhere, no index, nothing at the world, whether local or international, no survey, no day, whether local or international, we not confirm say Sierra Leone is far better off in the fight against corruption than it used to be before. So we not don't defeat corruption into. I'm not going to tell you say corruption don't disappear entirely, but we don't do a lot more now than ever before.
So looking at the indicator that we don't make or lay so much emphasis on, let me come back home to people understanding a narrative of how you don't address corruption. You think then concerning the way people can raise one, get a view if you say you focus on past administration, people rather than the present one with so many corruption allegations don't come up for certain governments who command them.
Yeah, but I mean, again, I ask people them where they say that kind of thing that day. One of all, when somebody says something, let it back and up with evidence, okay? The last time they go to some stakeholders, they go tell them, say, me not only the past administration they go after. One of the stakeholders, then a very placed person, not to one, several of them don't go to office to me, including the IMF, the World Bank, all those people. It's simple. I print out a spreadsheet of cases them on the past administration, cases they all they do in the current administration, including everything, including the audit reports they all don't act on from 2019-18 to 2021. When the person look the data, what again? He looked me and asked me, say, but why are these people saying this? 15 cases in the past in the past administration to 225 cases in the present administration. Then you say we only deal with the past administration. Then I ask the person a simple question. Every survey shows incremental progress in the fight against corruption for 4 years. People that don't come on power in 2018. April, not to even foresee they come on power in October. They come on power in 2018. Now they are going to go after and will they make progress in the fight against corruption?
So
Is the Scorpion Squad raids against people who are no longer in government? No, that is not true. Is the systems and processes reviews that we are currently doing in ministries and departments and agencies for people that we sit on at the oaths? That is not correct. Is the progress we are making with prosecutions in court, the cases they hold the charge to court? Now people are no more in the past administration is not true. The truth of the matter is, yes, there were people in the past administration who were fantastically corrupt. And yes, we investigated them. We charged some of them to court. We recovered monies from them. But that was a long time ago. This was in 2018 and some part of 2019.
So you say
coming forward,
Mr. Commissioner,
we don't do a lot more about the current administration than we can ever do about
this
the
analysis not just for protect your job or not the reality of waiting the between
reality.
current administration and past.
I invite 98.1 for going to my office after this interview. Make her give them a list of cases they all don't do in the past.
Mr. Commissioner, apart from this accusation, we did try for clear, so
yes,
we certain set of the public belief say you investigations on corruption are just on members of the opposition. Again, another set of people they would disbelieve say you fight against corruption, you rather they go after people them, we're not a government official them. For example, teachers them, school picking, they go through public exams, whilst the corruption they happen at public offices them where you are aware of, but you know they go after them people.
But again, that is also not true. In fact, not factually, completely lack merit, because the definition of the people that will get jurisdiction over a public officer. Okay? Anybody who not a public officer will not get jurisdiction over them. The reason why would they do anything about teachers and principals is because they are public officers within the meaning of the Anti-Corruption Act. But how many cases they do really we get for do with teachers and students? Now court right now we only get 2 cases who don't charge na court who involve teachers and students. The rest of the cases, they up to 60 cases, concern people in government, directors, heads of departments of agencies, ministry personnel, people that will hold very important positions then in government. So how in the present administration, of course,
okay,
is the head of the Sierra Leone Maritime Agency administration not standing trial? Is the former head of that very institution not standing trial? Have we not tried people in the Ministry of the Ministry of Information about the money they stole? They were found guilty. They are still serving sentence in prison. Did we not charge people in the Administrator and Registrar General's office on issues of corruption? We not investigate issues in the Ministry of Agriculture. We not charge people there in the judiciary. Did we not charge the Master Registrar of the Judiciary who is standing trial? Did we not charge the accountant? The accountant? No, wait.
But
wait for me for go over. No. Let me go over the detail. Now the public are they talk for. It is this same public. It is this same public. All the names they are the call. So where would they charge to court? We put out press releases on them. We come to radio. We get one of the most powerful public relations systems at the ACC. We get Patrick Sandy and the team who are doing very well. They will come to radio stations. They will go. They will publicize these things. So if the public is hearing this, and then they still say, one, will they only go after the past administration, when the evidence is clearly totally not correct.
But you think say
When
the
they say that only
Mr.
teachers they will
Commissioner,
charge
you
na
think
court.
say the public-
When we only get 2 cases we get for do with teachers, but we get over 70 cases we get for do with highly placed people in society.
So
What do you
why not
expect
you
the
know
ACC for do?
The
We can
public-
only continue doing our job.
You think say the
But
public satisfied with the way
Oh,
how
yes.
the ACC don't they handle, especially
the
cases
public extreme,
Mr.
the
Commissioner,
public
please. Cases they
majority.
get for do with their interest. Cases the way they think say na
Majority of members of the public, well-meaning Sierra Leoneans, very happy with the way the ACC don't conduct cases.
So why some still concerned, especially cases they will get for do with high-placed people, especially political people? For example, the outcome of the investigation they do on the office of the First Lady after the investigation and press releases will come out from the ACC. You see a certain set of people again they take to the social media, they vent out some of them concerned, especially with the way how the ACC they go about some of the investigation there.
Now,
And I
listen,
think people there they
listen,
work for.
the ACC not a persecution agency. The ACC not a persecute. The ACC not a do a personal battle for people as well. The ACC na a professional institution we supposed to get balance. Not to because a particular member of a public or a small set of people them get a young agenda and they want target particular people in society, they want instrumentalize the ACC and use the ACC for do them battle. Me as commissioner of the Anti-Corruption Commission, I say this again on the radio. It will not happen whilst I am commissioner.
So you say majority.
And no, I need to clarify this issue because you make a specific reference to the office of the First Lady. I need to clarify that again. When that allegation came against the issue of the wife of the president, a very highly placed person in society, first of all, let we agree say the ACC, for the first time in the history of Sierra Leone, go in and investigate that issue. For investigate the wife of a president, not ever happen in any African country.
You will really do
Now,
investigation?
anyway, oh yes, we do a thorough investigation, take statements, review papers, request documents, go with the ministry. If you go to the ministry, talk with the Accountant General's office. We call them, we do a thorough review, forensic analysis on all finances that have been given to the office of the First Lady from the days of Ahmed Tijan Kaba
Okay.
to President Bio.
Okay.
And we find out, say, this office where people that be the alleged say not they get money at all, we find out, say, under President Kaba, they give money to the office of the First Lady. Under President Kuroma, they may give a lot of money. In fact, they give a lot more money at that time when we do the analysis to the office of the First Lady under President Kuroma than they give to the office of the First Lady under President Bio.
Okay.
So we look at them and talk and say, look, this is not a system issue. Let we try for fix wetin dey happen with this office since people that they give money anyway, other that will begin criminalize them and do things. But wetin they be one man go arrest the First Lady and go lock them up for money we he receive. So what do I do about all the other money then we other First Ladies that be don't refuse? They are not
Okay.
criminal. She's the only criminal. I have to be balanced in my work, and we stand by with findings in that regard for say what happened with the First Lady at that time was not criminal. Is she above the law? No, she's not above the law. In fact, she subjected herself to the law, and we investigated and came out to the law.
It shock you? So what's the you Ben Kaifala talk? You not shock, eh? Okay, you not shock here. Okay. So you say in the anyway, man, ask me and see don't listen for yourself. So tell me what you think that the comment section below. Thank you.
Waiting on the thing, oh let we enjoy and forget it down. We ever wish you na good luck. Una do na Sierra Leone na kusha na
Okay, listen again to this we brother. The Secretary General of Sierra Leone Cattle Seller Association, Cherino Abubakar Bari, has assured Sierra Leone amidst rumor making the round on social media. Watch the video. Now, what's it going to say? Like, they will say, but then cow and also when call this, there are some cow and sick, no veterinary, they need nothing like that. It's in a lie. They say, so you want to show this holiday where they carve, the Muslim holiday. So if you want to buy cow, you say, if I will do the cow there, and they say they're healthy. They say, so they encourage everybody, make them buy the cow. Now, watch the video and tell me what you think. Where, you know, what Abubakar, where they take care of their cow there. There. So he say, the cow there, say they're healthy. See the cow there, any morning they make them press up, the gym, all everybody active. He say, so you ready? So if you want to eat yourself, you okay, you want to go as a Muslim. Anyway, thank you for watching.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mina Cherno Abubakar Bari, the Secretary General for Sierra Leone Cattle Traders Union. So I want to show the cows them and sheep, goats, where I don't prepare for the parade, for the people that we get for Nida. So I they move now and show now the cow them. They wanna self watch them, then they wanna see the cow them, they're healthy, they're well, because they hear rumors the way they go on, we're not so true. Say the cow them sick, the cow them all well, then we get veterinary officers them. Now yeah, where they check the cow them, each cow before put them inside Mutuka. So I they move with now, let me wanna see. So you can come. This not the cow them, this not the big one them. We get medium, we get size one, we get all the size of cows. So as you can see, this not the cow that I don't buy. For transport, then a free ton for the parade, for the sale. So you know see all the cow that well, and veterinary officers don't